6 p.m. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The National Assembly today unanimously passed the 26th Constitution Amendment Bill 2019, increasing the seats of the tribal districts in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Assembly. The Prime Minister, speaking in the National Assembly today, appreciated all the political parties for backing the constitutional amendment, giving representation to the tribal people. The Foreign Minister says China-Pakistan Economic Corridor will be completed at all costs despite impediments. The International Monetary Fund says it has reached an agreement with Pakistan for a 3-year extended fund facility of $6 billion to supplement the economic growth. China has said it will never succumb to any foreign pressure on the tariffs issue. The third one-day cricket international between Pakistan and England will be played in Bristol tomorrow. And now the news in detail. The National Assembly today passed the 26th Constitutional Amendment Bill 2019 with a two-thirds majority. 288 members voted in favor of the Constitution Amendment, while none against it. The bill, moved by Mohsen Dawar, is aimed at increasing the seats of the tribal districts in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Assembly. Under the amendment, the seats of the tribal districts in the National Assembly have been retained at 12, while their seats in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Assembly have been increased from 16 to 24. The Speaker congratulated the entire nation on the unanimous passage of the amendment. The Minister for Housing and Works, Chaudhry Tariq Bashir Cheema, laid before the House the Naya Pakistan Housing Authority Bill 2019 and the Recovery of Mortgage-Backed Securities Bill 2019. The House has now been prorogued. Prime Minister Imran Khan has said the entire country should contribute to the development of the tribal districts in order to address the sense of deprivation. Speaking in the National Assembly, he asked the provinces to give 3% share from the National Finance Commission award for the purpose, as the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa alone cannot meet the development needs of the tribal districts. The Prime Minister appreciated all the political parties for backing the 26th Constitution Amendment, saying it will give the tribal people voice and representation. He said our development should be inclusive and areas left behind must be brought at par with the other areas of the country. Earlier, the House held discussion on the Constitution Amendment. The Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi has categorically stated that China-Pakistan Economic Corridor will be completed at all costs despite impediments being created in its way by certain elements. He was responding to points of the opposition members in the National Assembly today who raised concern over the recent attack on a hotel in Gawadar. The Foreign Minister said the enemies of Pakistan who want to stoke instability in the country will be defeated and the country will be put on the path of economic development. Shah Mahmood Qureshi appreciated the Pakistan Army for timely responding to the attack on the Gawadar Hotel and eliminating the terrorists there. The National Assembly was informed today that no load shedding is being carried out on 8,790 feeders across the country during Sahar and Aftar timings. Responding to a calling attention notice moved by Ali Nawaz Khan, the Minister for Power Omar Ayub informed the House that it is the first time in the last 10 years that no load shedding is being carried out during Ramadan. He said the credit for this goes to the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf government for delivering and bringing efficiency in the electricity system. The Minister for Petroleum Division, Omar Ayub, has said petroleum prices in Pakistan are less than those in the regional countries, including India, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka. Winding up the discussion on an adjournment motion regarding recent increase in the price of petroleum products in the Senate, he said the government did not pass on the actual impact of the international increase in prices of petroleum products to the people and provided a relief of 58 billion rupees. The House has now been prorogued. Prime Minister Imran Khan says provision of all possible facilities to investors is the top priority of the government. Talking to the Chairman Board of Investment, Harun Sharif, in Islamabad today, he said promotion of investment is imperative for the economic progress of the country. The Chairman Board of Investment briefed the Prime Minister on steps taken to facilitate the business community. Meanwhile, MNA Sayyid Basit Sultan Bukhari also called on the Prime Minister in Islamabad. The International Monetary Fund says it has reached an agreement on economic policies with Pakistan for a 3-year extended fund facility for $6 billion. According to a statement of the International Monetary Fund, the extended fund facility arrangement is aimed at supporting the strategy for stronger and more inclusive growth by reducing domestic and external imbalances, removing impediments to growth, increasing transparency, and strengthening social spendings. These efforts will create fiscal space for a substantial increase in social spending to strengthen social protection as well as in infrastructure and human capital development. This is Radio Pakistan. In occupied Kashmir, thousands of people participated in the funeral prayers of 2 Kashmiri martyrs in Kulgam district. Multiple rounds of funeral prayers were held for Adil Bashir Wani and Javed Ahmed Butt to accommodate huge rush of people from Kulgam and adjoining areas. A group of Mujahideen also appeared and participated in the funerals. Bodies of martyrs were taken to their ancestral graveyards amid pro-freedom and anti-India slogans. The killings led to a complete shutdown in Kulgam for the second consecutive day today. All business establishments were closed while the public transport was off the road in the district. In a statement in Srinagar, the All-Party Zuriyat Conference chairman, Sayyid Ali Gilani, condemned the judicial onslaught by India against pro-freedom leaders and their family members. China says it will never surrender to any foreign pressure on the tariffs issue. This was stated by the Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman Sheng Shuang at the Daily News briefing in Beijing after Washington renewed its threat to impose tariffs on all Chinese imports. Sheng Shuang reiterated that China's door to talks is always open as tariffs will not resolve any problem. The spokesperson vowed to defend the national interest and dignity at all costs. The Arab League has condemned sabotage attack on 4 commercial vessels in the waters of the United Arab Emirates coast. In a statement, the Secretary General Ahmad Abul Ghait said these criminal acts are a serious violation of safety of trade and would raise the level of escalation in the region. Earlier in a statement, United Arab Emirates Foreign Ministry said the attack came amid rising tensions between Iran and the United States. The United Nations has condemned the deadly attack on a Catholic church in Burkina Faso last night, which killed 6 people. In a statement, the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres stressed on the sanctity of all places of worship and expressed the hope that the perpetrators would be swiftly brought to justice. Sri Lanka has temporarily blocked some social media networks and messaging apps, including Facebook and WhatsApp, after a worst anti-Muslim unrest since the Easter bombings. The Director General of Government Information Department, Nalaka Kaluweva, said the step has been taken as a temporary measure to maintain peace in the country. The government has already imposed a ban on social media after a violent clash between Muslims and Christians in Negombo City a week ago. New Zealand began Royal Commission inquiry into the hearing of evidence for Christchurch Mosque's massacre that seeks global support to tackle online violence. In a statement, Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern said Commission's findings will help to ensure such an attack never happens again. Meanwhile, the Royal Commission's website said it would gather information until August and report its findings to the government in December. And now cricket, the third one-day international of the 5-match series between Pakistan and England will be played at Bristol tomorrow. The day and night match will start at 1700 hours Pakistan Standard Time. And finally, the weather. Mainly hot and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country, while very hot Weather has been forecast for South Punjab and Sindh during the next 24 hours. However, dust, thunderstorm, rain is expected at isolated places in Quetta, Kalat, Makran, Multan, Dera Ghazi Khan, Bahawalpur, Sakkar, Larkana, Bannu, Dera Ismail Khan, Sargoda, Faisalabad divisions, and Kashmir. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link, facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.